Rolling into the holidays without resetting your business is kind of like after a night out, coming home and not washing your face or brushing your teeth, but just hopping straight into bed. The next morning, you wake up, you feel disappointed, you feel embarrassed. You are like, why did I do this to myself? It's the exact same in your business. And let me tell you, I don't want that for you. So in this episode, I'm gonna walk you through the exact step-by-step ritual that I do every year at this time so that I can end my year strong and start my year confident, calm, and also have a really good holiday. But before we get into it, I made a resource that goes along with this episode. It's called the Creative CEO Reset. It is free and it's a personalized tool that you can use with this episode. So hit the link in the show notes if you want to grab that. Let's dive in. There are 3 things that I want you to give yourself permission to do. The first is, I want you to give yourself permission to be proud. A lot of the time as creatives, we move right on to the next thing. We start thinking, okay, what does next year look like? What's the next big thing I need to conquer? What's the next big challenge I need to solve? What's the next big revenue milestone I want to hit? But it's really difficult to move on to the next thing if we haven't actually acknowledged how far we've come, if we haven't acknowledged what we're proud of, what we're grateful for. And I think it's really important to celebrate your wins, to celebrate your progress. So the first thing I want you to do is I want you to give yourself permission to be proud of how far you've come this year. Before we can look ahead, before we can reset, we need to look back and go, man, I'm proud of how I showed up. Man, I'm proud of what I've achieved. I'm so proud of how I handled that situation or that challenge, or how I've leveled up my identity, how I've gotten better at marketing or setting expectations or dealing with clients, whatever that thing is. I want you to give yourself permission to be proud and to celebrate that. And your brain actually needs this evidence of how far you've come, of your progress, so that as you step into bigger goals, as you step into the new year, you actually have the confidence and the self-trust to step into those bigger goals. So this is not just about like, woo, well done you. This is also about, okay, how can we show ourselves and show our brain how far we've come and that we're the kind of person who can achieve these next level goals. So the second thing we need to do is we need permission to be honest. There's no point setting goals that you actually don't want. A lot of the time we can set goals and we can be like, cool, I want to hit this revenue goal. I want to build this kind of business. I want to launch this kind of offer. And sometimes we actually aren't honest with ourselves about whether or not that's aligned with where we want to be and what kind of business and life we want to build. Let me give you an example. Recently, I had an offer that was like this high-level mastermind. And on paper, it looked really successful. It was bringing in 6 figures a year. Like the clients were loving it. I really enjoyed delivering it. But as I was thinking about what I wanted moving forward, I realized if I was really honest with myself, that this offer was not going to get me to where I wanted to go. And so I had to be brave and be really courageous and honest and say, okay, cool. Moving forward, I'm going to actually close down this offer, even though to other people it didn't make sense. So I want you to give yourself permission to be honest about what's not working, what doesn't feel aligned, what feels heavy or draining for you in the business. And I want you to be honest about it and stop it. Be brave and go, okay, cool. I'm going to quit that. I'm not going to do that anymore because that is not actually going to move me to where I really want to be. So I want you to think about your habits, your offers, the clients you've been working with, how you have been showing up and how you have been operating. And I want you to be ruthlessly honest with yourself and make decisions from a place of what you really, really want, not what anyone else wants, what you want. And the truth is, you can't build a bigger year, you can't build a bigger business on top of things that are quietly burning you out or are misaligned with your values and your vision. So getting really honest, getting brave here is super, super important. The third piece here is you need to give yourself permission to start fresh. I want to encourage you, don't let what has sucked about this year, don't let what has been heavy about this year, don't let your baggage from this year trail into next year. And this is why this reset, this hard stop at the end of the year is so, so important. We need to honor what has happened, honor how we've shown up, what we're proud of, okay, what we need to change. And then we need to go, okay, hard reset. Let's update our operating system. It's like when an iPhone says, hey, it's time to update your software. We're going to do the exact same thing. So you're going to clear the decks. You're going to start fresh. And I want you to show up with that new year, new you energy. And the only way we can actually start fresh is if we've done these 2 steps first. If we've actually identified, okay, what am I proud of? If we've actually been honest about, okay, well, what do I want more of? What do I want less of? Then we can start fresh, clear the decks, and leave this year behind and step into the new. And here's the coolest part. You get to choose what your business looks like. You get to decide, you make the rules, and you also get to choose who you are becoming next. And that is so exciting and expansive and empowering. So permission to start fresh. This is the way to go. Okay, so now you might be thinking, all right, Laura, this sounds great. I'm bought in. These are my 3 permissions. Now what? How do I actually do this? Now, this is exactly what I do at the end of every year. I do this with all of my clients. I do this myself. I'm going to show you. So this exercise, I actually got this from my friend Taki Moore, and it's called Stop, Keep, Start. It's very simple. So what we're going to do is we're going to think about, okay, over the past 12 months, there have been some stuff that you're like, okay, cool. I got to stop that. So again, I want you to think, okay, what are the habits? What are the client relationships? What are the offers? Maybe it's your price point. Maybe you're over delivering, undercharging. Most of you are. So what are you going to stop doing? Maybe you've been people pleasing. Maybe you haven't been showing up on social media or in your marketing. Maybe you've been wearing all the hats. You've been micromanaging your team and you know you need to stop. So we're going to list out, I just want you to draw 2 circles like this. You're going to list out every single thing that you are going to stop doing. Things that you will no longer tolerate. Habits that you will no longer keep. I want you to really be ruthless and honest here about the things that you are going to quit in your business. Really important. Then once we've identified, okay, cool, these are the things I'm going to stop. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at, okay, well, what are the things we are going to keep? So there are probably a bunch of things you've done this year that you're like, oh man, I just need to keep doing that. If I'm consistent in that, I'm going to keep going. So maybe you're like, cool, I've been showing my face a bit more on social media. Maybe you've been investing more in your development. Maybe you're like, cool, I've been going to events. I've been doing networking. I've been connecting with people in my DMs. Whatever that thing is, we're going to keep those things. There's hopefully a bunch of stuff from this year that you're like, I'm going to keep that. That's working for me. A big mistake a lot of creatives make is that they reinvent the wheel all the time. So they keep changing their niche. They keep changing their offer. They keep reinventing when actually there are things that you're doing that are working really well. And if you just stuck to them, if you just stayed consistent with those things, your business would grow. So what are you going to keep doing? I hope that there's a long list here of things that you are doing right now that you know, okay, if I do more of that, my business is going to grow. So that's what we're going to keep doing. And then there are probably things that you want to start doing. Maybe you're like, you know what? I want to invest in a coach. Maybe you're like, I want to show up more on video. I want to experiment with LinkedIn. Whatever the thing is for you, I want you to list out, okay, what are the things I'm going to start doing? What are the habits that you're going to keep? Recently for me, I bought this alarm clock. It's like, I'll find the brand and I'll link it, but I bought this alarm clock and it's amazing because it shows up with this light thing in before the alarm goes off. So it's like natural light as I wake up, and I wake up to the sound of birds. But the cool thing is it now means that my phone isn't in my bedroom. So I want you to get as granular as that. Maybe you want to start not looking at your phone in the morning, or maybe you want to start going to bed earlier. Think about the practical habits as well as the business things. I'm going to start networking more. I'm going to start going to more in-person events. I'm going to start leveraging AI. Whatever that looks like, I want you to list out the things that are going to move the needle for you in life and in your business. What are the things you're going to commit to and start in the new year? Okay? So this is a simple exercise. It's very scientific, as you can see, but we're going to list out the things we're going to stop. We're going to list out the things we're going to keep. We're going to list out the things we're going to start. This is really important to do before the end of the year, because again, this allows us to start fresh, because we can go, cool. All right, I've got my commitments. I know what I'm stopping. I know what I'm keeping. I know what I'm starting. Now I can actually start fresh. And now I can take a break over the holidays, over Christmas, and really enjoy myself and really rest and reset. Okay? So this has to happen before the end of the year so that you can start fresh in the new year. And as I said at the start of today's episode, I've made you a resource that pairs perfectly with this episode. It's called the Creative CEO Reset. And in this tool, it's a really cool AI tool that I built out. It's going to ask you 14 core questions, and it's going to guide you through my very own reset ritual. And it's going to actually give you a recap of everything you need to know about what you're going to stop, what you're going to keep, what you're going to start. And it's going to give you like a vision for next year. And I've also got a guided meditation that goes along with it so you can rest, recover, and reset and step into new year feeling really, really confident. So if you want to access that, it's free and completely personalized to you. So hit the link in the show notes to get the Creative CEO Reset. I think you're going to love it. I want to remind you, you get to choose how this year ends and how next year starts. And it's really important that we bookend this year and we do a proper reset. I know you're busy. I know life gets in the way and I know Christmas is coming, but this is what I want you to do for you so that you can end strong and start even stronger. And if you found this video helpful, there is another one right here that you are going to want to watch next. It's going to help you to scale your business even more. I'll talk to you soon.